Thank you. Got a couple guys here. Good to be back down south with some of the greatest fans we got, some of the greatest fans in the world, and some of you guys on the knob, so we appreciate you. So we've been sitting around, look, do we need to do the IU stand-up cheer? You need to take a break. We need to do, because the recruiting guys here, everybody just needs to do one loud boom. That way they think we got to recruit, okay? So on three, from the knobs, as loud as we can say boom, as loud as you got it. Now you got bring it deep. Bring it like we're playing the teams that we don't like. Bring it deep. On three, everybody wake it up. On three. 1, 2, 3, boom! All right, we good? Everybody wake? Let me introduce real quick. We got quarterback Nate Sudfeld, senior to be. Offensive tackle Ralston Evans. Defensive lineman Nick Mangieri, 3 seniors. Now, you know, as we went through and we had an issue with the injury thing at guys at quarterback, but you don't know this, but our girl over here, Coach Terry, Tiara now, if there's an issue, I have an emergency quarterback waiting in the wings. All right, she came out to our one extra event. She made a lot of shots. And so we got depth at quarterback in spots that you don't know. So we're good to go. It's great to be here with you. Real quick, a couple things. One, an honor to be here with you. Excited to be here as we lead and through this time of year. Tomorrow's our first day of summer workouts. Now we've had about, I think it's 51 guys here for May in a voluntary period where we've able to structure workouts, but you didn't have to be here. And these guys chose, and these are 3 of the guys that really kind of led. Now our strength coaches organized it. We have medical staff there. So, you know, from a liability status that we're healthy and safe and whatnot, but it's been a really good time, and we're getting ready to crank into what I think I heard a comment from one of the coaches about the phases in our world, and we're a quarters game of 4. We're getting ready to start our third quarter. Our first quarter was the winter, second quarter spring preparation. Now third quarter is our summer prep that leads into preseason, and then the fourth quarter is the journey in the season. To me, you build a foundation that you play your season on. Good or bad, you start over, you build from where you've got, you overcome things, you got to replenish. It's never the same. You might have good things coming back that aren't good. You might think it's bad and it's better. Every year is a separate entity, and you start over. So as we recap where we're at, let me just say a couple things. I really like where our team sits as we are. I don't like our record, and these guys will attest to that. We are not, we like that, but we need to get more than just that. And it'd be nice to get that one for the 3rd year in a row. We've had a lot of success. We've had some inconsistencies. As we talk with our team, we've talked about it as we've matured, the way we work. This group will tell you that we've been a pretty good, hardworking team. The difference, and it happened last year, this team now works with a different purpose. It doesn't work any harder. There's not more exercises or more work. I think there's more weight on the bar. I think we're starting at a higher place and we're stronger and more talented. But I really just think we're working for a different purpose, and it's a credit to these guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over here. The first thing I'll say is that I feel really strong about our program today because of our staff. This is the first year we've been able to keep our entire staff in place. We had 2 guys had chances to leave and move on, and they had great chances. I mean, when you turn down SEC and Big 12 schools at schools that are bowl winners, and you turn down pay raises to stay, I think this shows buy-in from the staff because they believe in these guys. So we got the staff intact. Our strength program's been awesome. And we had a great strength coach, had a great personal opportunity. Will Peoples is kind of moving on in his life with something going on. But we're bringing in a former player of mine that was an all-league player at Oklahoma and played in the pros a couple years, Matt Clapp. These guys will meet him tomorrow. There's a lot of continuity with our staff. And that being said, I'm going to turn over to Ralston Evans. So Ralston's going to come up and real quick talk about the coach. You don't know this, do you? You've not been preempted. All right? This is how we roll. We're no huddle. We are flinging from the hip. All right? We are rocking and rolling. We're adjusting. We're on the fly. We're going to maintain our core values, but here we come. And we're coming at you fast. Ralston's coach, Greg Fry, is one. I'm an offensive line guy. Played the position, coached the position. Fortunately, I thought I coached. I didn't do a good job. I coached a lot of really, really good players. James Patton, our tight end coach, was an offensive line coach at Northwestern and at Oklahoma. He's coaching our tight ends. Ralston's coach, Greg Fry, is an unbelievable offensive line coach. And in my world, I will tell you, like I had a chance last week with Mr. Fowl and Mr. Black to play Pebble Beach. And my definition of Pebble Beach is it's pretty good. Okay, because pretty good to me is we got a pretty good line coach and we got a pretty good line. So I'm going to bring to you what I think is one of the most respected players I've ever coached, overcome, I think, probably one of the most horrific knee injuries we have ever seen. And I'm going to give you Rawson Evans to talk about the coaching staff. So here's Rawson Evans. Rawson, you got 2 minutes. Minute and a half. Talk about your coach.
All right, I didn't know I was going to come up here to talk today. But by the way, Tyra, if he throw you in there, I got your back. Don't worry about it. But now our coaching staff has been awesome. Like Coach said, I went through my injury and I got pretty down on myself. I didn't really think, every doctor pretty much told me, like your career is over, you'll never come back. But like these guys literally like visited me every day. And it was just like, Rawson, like whatever you put your mind to, you can come back. And I can honestly say Indiana has really changed my life because I learned a lot about myself while I've been here, going through the things that I've been through. And just to have a great coaching staff behind me and have an athletic director who knows you by first name is incredible. Because, a lot of schools and a lot of guys I get to visit with say they don't even know their athletic director, so that's been, awesome. And our coaching staff, truly cares about us. I know when I first came in, it was a tad bit different, like the guys, really didn't know how to work. And I had to figure out a lot of things on my own. And at first I was really discouraged, but my coaches really, stayed behind me and just told me to continue to keep working. And I've really seen it pay off. Like Coach said, winning the bucket two years in a row has been incredible. I was fortunate enough to be here when we went on the road and beat up on Missouri. Was also blessed enough to be the first team to beat Penn State since I've been here. And I have a lot of respect for my coaching staff and my teammates, and just glad that they stuck with me and never gave up on me. And I truly appreciate all you guys, even fans. When anytime I get injured, you guys tweet me a lot and be like, hey, are you okay? Stick in there, and I really appreciate that. All you guys kept my spirits up, and I can't do nothing but thank you all and appreciate everything that you do for us.
Hey, thanks. All right, Rawson, and again, Rawson's been a couple years. He was actually our first recruit when I got the job. He was an early high school graduate, visited in December. Right, we got hired, started school in January. Is working. He's going to do some great things, not only on the field. Those of you, whether he's working for you, you'll be working for him, because this is going to be a big time Hoosier here. So appreciate Ralston. The other thing where we're at with the program, again, the staff continuity, some things are pretty strong. Our weight room development's been awesome. The money that we're putting in with nutrition, it's, for example, when we say like, hey, we appreciate what you give us, we've probably tripled, almost quadrupled funding for what we feed our kids. We talk a lot about how to sleep, and we structure things on when to eat, because you got to put great things in your temple and your body to come back and be at a high level. These kids are living, because they don't want to rest, about a 27-hour day. So we're trying to teach them how to eat right, feed right, but what you give us and the way that our athletic department has funneled and funded money so that all the money's going back to our kids for their nutrition and for their supplements and for their academic support's off the chart. The weight room for us has been big time. A lot of gains there. We're the strongest team we've ever been. If Jason Spriggs was at the combine this year, that's a junior that could have came out pro, decided to come back to try to be a first round or a second round pick. Jason would have been first in the 40, first in the vertical jump. He would have been fourth in bench press at 33 reps of 225, would have been fourth in the broad jump if he goes to the combine today. Very, very talented guy. Nate Hoff, what is it? Hoff bench? 500, squats 655, cleans 385. We got one kid did 225, 41 times, true freshman. Our weight program strength has been off the charts. Our academics has been the best we've had. We're coming off a 3-year record of all academic Big Ten performers, which to us is over 3.0 in lettering. Our spring semester GPA was 2.8. That's not great in sports, but in football, that's not too bad from where we're at. Going to summer, second year in the row with everyone eligible. Everyone eligible. Everybody talks about summer and everyone's there. We got everyone eligible. We got guys taking their hard courses in summer that they need for some of their majors and what's going on. So we're in a great place academically, 3 years in a row, academic All-Americans. So our academic success and when we talk of funding and what you guys do, those tutors aren't cheap. And we have some great academic people. Trust me, they get other opportunities because our guys are doing so well, other people want to rob us. And we're always having to recycle and fund back to keep quality people to support these guys. So that's been high. But what I want to get to where we've gotten a little bit better is in recruiting. And we're coming off 3 years in a row on paper of our best recruiting. Now, number one, I will say, and these other coaches will echo, we're recruiting to a great product. It's a phenomenal school. You know it. It's your place. It's the easiest, one of the easiest sales I've ever sold. You get them on campus, it's beautiful. All the support, whether we're walking through town, academically, within our building, around the community is awesome. But the key thing in recruiting to us has been the way the players have sold the program, our family. We're getting ready to have camps, and a part of camps, we get our players involved. We have 2 recruiting events in the summer. We don't talk recruiting. We have a picnic. We do egg toss and balloon toss, and we're playing Wii on the Jumbotron. Like, I actually get mad when you guys play Wii during the game. I wish there'd be like a highlight of somebody crushing somebody. But we actually enjoy playing Wii on the Jumbotron. We have a lot of fun with our guys, and we sell a family atmosphere, and our recruiting's been great. Right now we got, quote on paper, 1 commitment for what a commitment's worth to stay in college football. But we've recruited well because in your business world, I just shared this the other week, I sell our recruiting as a long investment stock. I don't think we're a high-end quick fix deal. I think we're a long-term sell. We sell kids on our product and what we're about and our people and our environments. That being said, I'm going to turn it over to Nick Mangieri, one of our senior D linemen. Nick, talk about recruiting, or really talk about the family atmosphere, because we've recruited well, got great coaches, got a great school, but these guys sell the recruiting. Nick, tell us about that.
All right. Yeah, I mean, coming here, I didn't know what to expect. I had other Big Ten, ACC offers, and when I stepped on campus, I just knew that this was the place to be because of the family atmosphere I felt around the guys like Rawson, who was here before I was. And I mean, really, when recruits come, they always say that. And I think the biggest thing is last year I went home during May and worked out on my own, and Coach Wilson kind of asked me if I'd want to do that this year. And I mean, I had my choice to do it, and don't tell my mom, but I mean, I chose to come here instead of being home with her. And I know she was real upset about it, but
Don't tell mom.
Don't tell mom. So yeah, I mean, I love being here. It's a family. If you were to be able to spend a day with us, you would know it is a family. Everybody hangs out with each other. We love each other. There's nothing better than being in the locker room with all the guys, and I mean, that's pretty much all I got to say about the atmosphere. I love it.
All right, thank you. All right, last deal, and we'll get into the season, but last deal is I'm going to bring Nate to talk quickly. And again, unfortunately, you know, his injury followed also with our backup on the same day. Was very, very tough, and we put a lot of cards in that. But from that point on, to me, is where our team and our season changed. Now, we played Michigan State the following week, and Xander Diamike has got unbelievable heart, fight, grit, but he's 166 pounds, okay? And he needed to be redshirted. Now, we threw the ball that game for 11 yards, and that's from me to hear. I mean, it's right there. And we're playing a great team. Now, we got the lead in the second quarter, and we're playing our tails off, and it was tough. But we came back the next week, had an open date, went to Michigan the following week, on the road. Tough. But from there, we battled Penn State in a great defensive performance, and we always talk about that. You know, 2 of our last 4 games, we gave up less than 17 points. In the spring game against ourselves, we're starting to play solid defense. We hold Penn State to 13-7, have a key drop in the fourth quarter, but we got a chance to get them back-to-back, and we let it go. I go to Rutgers and play on the road, and Xander really popped out that day pretty good, didn't finish the second half. Battled at Ohio State, and with 4:24, it's 28-20, we got the ball and got a chance that we're fighting. And to me, that's where that team could have looked at adversity and said, no. That's the first time that team started working for themselves. We used to work so the coach didn't yell at you, or you didn't have to do extra running or something, right? Go ahead. Go and give him that. Go ahead. Right. But now we started working because we wanted to play for each other. And we got that bucket on a great comfort behind drive back-to-back years. First time in 20. Got a chance to get it now. A third year would be first time since 1945. So we got something to go get, and we got a lot more than just that to get. But the real deal is the team change. We're not working any harder, but we're working for a different purpose. So I'm going to bring your quarterback. Nate, tell him that.
So yeah, first of all, it's kind of been a long process getting to where we're at right now. As soon as the injury happened, obviously you're a little mopey, kind of feel bad for yourself. This guy wouldn't let me be that way at all. The week later, he's kind of coming up to me, calling me out for being that way, just because he's telling me I'm still the quarterback, still the leader of the team. I got to act that way, and I really took that personal and tried to change my attitude from that point on, and tried to be a coach or an assistant coach at that point, and still be the quarterback, even though I wasn't able to go out on the field and play. But since that point, I mean, it hasn't been very hard to be a leader because guys like these guys, when you're leading other good leaders, I mean, we're all going for the same goal. So, I mean, since even before the season finished, there's really been a trend going forward, just in the morale, the attitude, the leadership of the team, the guys. I think this is the best senior leadership. Obviously, I'm a little biased because I am a senior this year, but this is the best senior leadership we have ever had since I've been here, going in my fourth year. And then going through spring ball with receivers in the off season, we'd go out on Sundays and they'd ask me, like, I'd always be the guy, hey, let's go throw routes, and I'd be like, kind of working to get guys to come at times. But this time I'd have young wideouts, hey Nate, let's go throw. I'd be like, man, my arm's a little tired. I can't be doing this every day. But just little things like that, just how hungry guys have been. I mean, offensive line, like Coach has said, has been incredible. The defense has really been pushing us. We got some great young talent, and it's really been such a privilege to be with these guys. And again, like I said, it's not hard to be a leader when you're leading guys who are after the same goal as you. And this is all nice and stuff, but I mean, we're tired of the way things have been in the football program, so we're really going to win a championship and win some games. So. But again, being from California, a transplant Californian, like Coach Yeagley said, just being adopted into the Hoosier family has been incredible. Guys like you guys, and it's been unbelievable. And it's hard to articulate how I feel just being a part of the Hoosier family, and just the support, the passion you guys have for the program. So we're doing it for ourselves. We're also doing it for you guys. We're really trying to have a big year.
Thank you. All right. Thanks, Nate. Thanks, guys. We've got a lot more than this. Again, a different talent's improved. Been a pretty good work ethic team. Got a lot of good things going. It's got to translate into winning games. Here's the games. Games coming. We're starting the first three at home. Starting out number one with Southern Illinois. I don't think that game time has been announced yet. That's September 5th. A late game because of TV, 8 o'clock. The second game, September 12th against Florida International. Third game, Western Kentucky. Wide open team, very upbeat, scoring a lot of points. 3 home games early, go to Wake Forest. If we can get Wake Forest, be the first time since 85-86, back-to-back BCS non-conference wins on the road. 4 games we need to get, should get. Your Big Ten schedule is very, very simple and very, very good. Ohio State at home, go to Penn State. Come back for Rutgers for homecoming. From there we go to Michigan State. Back for Iowa and Michigan home. And the last 2 games are on the road, at Maryland and the bucket game up north. So your home games, and the first 3 are at home. Go to Wake Forest. If you've never been down there, it's a great golfing area, Ned. Head down there, have some good barbecue in Western North Carolina. We need to get those first 4. And to do that, Coach Hepp, who I work with, said fans win games. You guys are some of the greatest fans we got, and you got support. But get behind and be loud and be there and let us feel you. When these guys walked in, you could feel it, right? We can feel you in the stadium. They can feel you in Assembly Hall. They can feel you over at Bart Conner. They can feel you. Players feel that energy. Don't wait for someone to make the play. Make it happen. This has a chance to be a special year. It's a great group of guys. This is a great group of Hoosiers. It's great to be here. Go IU.